everybody, it's Bob back. We've got the final reveal on our AMT U.S.S. Defiant from Star Trek episode of the Tholian Web. This is a old kit that's been repopped. This is the Tholian Web version. Said it's glow in the dark, and we did the instead of doing the Enterprise, we actually did the Defiant, which is the ship that disappears, phases in and out of space in the episode that Kirk was strapped on. Okay, this kit's done in glow in the dark plastic. Comes with an all new decal sheet that has the decals for all of the Constitution class starships. So you could build the entire line if you want. The tooling dates back, I have no idea, it's probably the late 60s. I used the polar lights stand for it. I actually only had one thing I had here handy was the small dome, which is not quite big enough. I need to get the large dome base to go on here, but we'll give her a quick spin here. Hopefully it won't fall over. Got her. Yeah, I got it pretty much in frame. I'll do a focus here. Let you see that starboard side. In order to do the seam work with the glow-in-the-dark plastic and have it still glow in the dark, you can't really use any putty. So what I used was sprue glue. I took some of the glow-in-the-dark sprue and dissolved it into a bottle of Tamiya extra thin and made a gloppy, sticky, almost like Tester's tube cement glue that I used to fill the seams. There were one or two that I actually had to go in and actually use a little plastic, perfect plastic putty, because they were just too deep. But I got it all smoothed out. Then after I did all the seam work on it, I actually painted over the clear plastic, or the glow-in-the-dark clear plastic, with the Martha Stewart glow-in-the-dark craft acrylic. Thin that out with the Future. Sprayed the whole thing with that. That also helped hide the seam lines a little bit. It's basically going on as a clear. It dries pretty much clear, but it had just enough haze to it to kind of cover up some of those seam lines a little bit. Doesn't do a perfect job on it, but it makes it look better. So yeah, it's, other than the stand, it's a box stock kit. I didn't add anything to it. It's right from the box. Also included in the box are the Tholian ships, the spinners, and also it comes with. I'll stick this back here, but it doesn't really. Not really big enough. It comes with that Tholian Web backdrop, but I said it's not really big enough for it. If you're doing some kind of a shadow box, you could probably get away with it, but or if you were doing a little smaller, like 1,000 scale, if you had 1,000 scale Enterprise, that would fit that real well. But this 650 is just too big for that. Well, I take it back. I did add one piece that was not in the kit. The little, it probably wouldn't even show up. The little dome that would be back here, right above the shuttle bay door, was non-existent. It was just represented by a circle on a decal. And I took a little plastic capsule kit and cut it down, and a clear plastic capsule in, and put that on there. And then we sprayed over it with both the dull coat and the glow in the dark, so it kind of frosted it over, and it looks really cool. let's see, let's do that. This is what we want to see, so let's do the glow in the dark. My base is wanting to tip over because it's not heavy enough. And I will move my black light around a little bit here to help brighten it up. There we go. We'll move it over a little bit. There we go. Better. That base is just not heavy enough. I have to be real careful how I position the ship, or it'll tip it over. But I'll get it charged up here real good, real fast, and then the camera, of course, freaks out just like it did on the other, shampoo bottle. But trust me, fellas, it's glowing about as bright as you see there. But the camera just doesn't like that glow in the dark effect, and it's just not happy with it at all. But you get to see it for a second. And it does show up in the stills that I got for the end of the video. And it looks pretty cool, huh? It's not a real expensive kit. I think I paid maybe $20 for it. I'll throw a little more light back on it. And it went together in a couple of nights. Basically about 2 evenings worth of work. Put it together. Did all the seam work. And I've been kind of, say I lost my mojo, but I've been kind of in and out of modeling. I've been working a lot, and you get home from work, you just not in the mood or don't have the energy to even pick it up and work on it, or maybe work on it for a few minutes. So it took a little longer than it probably should to get done. But it's done. I did do, let's see if I can keep it from falling over here. Adjust my camera here a little bit. Hang on. I did do a little chalk weathering, just a very little. Did a little very slightest touch for the rust ring and a little bit of streaking here on the front, but that was pretty much all the weathering I did on it. I didn't want to hide the glow in the dark aspect at all. So if I turn this off under the regular light, it looks pretty much like a normal kit just sitting on your shelf. But then when you shut her down, then say it's not even showing up now. But yeah, check out the pictures afterwards, and have fun modeling, and we'll see you on the next one.